Feature Friday.
The freshest. Alright, so this has been really requested. This is Sarah Geronimo singing Anak.
We've heard quite a few versions of this.
Yes, indeed, and I think every version holds the meaning of the song for what it is in beautiful ways. And apparently this is a
rather peculiar take.
a take that is worth watching.
So let's give it a watch. It's been requested really often, and when it's usually requested with that intensity, it's usually a very thought-provoking or conversation-inducing sort of video. So let's give it a watch.
This is a live performance too, so you know there's a lot to go from already. Nice. Let's have a look.
Sarah Geronimo.
Sarah.
Sa lahat po ng sakripisyo at paghihirap na ginagawa niyo po para sa inyong mga anak at pamilya.
Such a sweet language.
Saludo po kami sa inyo para po sa inyo ito.
I love Tagalog. The person in the background, that was my heart screeching.
She's louder than Sarah. Secret Garden, mate.
Yes! Also, the brown smoky eyes makes her eyes pop. They look so gorgeous. Like, whew.
Yeah, she's
We've already stated how beautiful she is, but this makeup in particular really highlights her natural features really well. Love that take. Love the sweetness. It is so melodic, and it's so refreshing because I don't know why each take in this song that we have seen in the channel so far has been a brand new storytelling of the same tale, if you know what I'm saying. It's like the narrator changes, and therefore the story and certain inflections of the story changes too. And I really like
it. I think the original had that kind of folklore sound with guitar, and it sounded kind of tribal.
It was so beautiful, though. It was incredibly enchanting.
Certainly still a lullaby type of song. But in here, it sort of evolved into a... I guess we've referenced this band that often, every now and then, Secret Garden. They like to do very mythical sounding, a lot of mystique, obviously, and folkloric to an extent, but of Norway, of like that sort of sound.
Well, yeah.
Where are they from?
So.
Or actually,
it's like Irish folk.
Yeah,
it's like it kind of reminds me of that. I don't actually know where they're from. Let me have a little.
No, it wouldn't be. Yeah, it wouldn't be like Norwegian sounding. It would be more, perhaps towards these ends. But I think they are from Scandinavian.
No.
countries.
Yeah. They're from Norway. Yeah,
I
you were
thought.
correct.
Yeah, I thought they were from.
No, but see, they're a duet. The guy's from Ireland.
There you go.
And she's from Norway.
There you go.
So the two of them bring both of those mystical influences to their music. They're really fantastic. If you like this sort of like highly melodic, incredibly like world immersive type of music,
fairies, creatures that are of not this world.
Absolutely, it's like fairy tale like music. Definitely have a listen to Secret Garden, and then you'll be able to pick the references that we are coming from. Because the inclusion of classical lyrical singing with the highly melodic background of the song really heightens the sweetness of her voice, so the storytelling becomes amplified.
Yeah, certainly I think perhaps one of the first times we've seen her do
something so lyrical.
Yeah, I agree. Go on.
She also did a rock version of this song too.
Oh, right. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that lyrical singing. It's so gorgeous. Yeah, so much refinery in the usage of the tilting of the larynx. let's talk about that shift from lyrical into the full-fold modern take of the belting singing that she's so known for. I think because she was being very careful with the modulation itself, so she was pulling back a lot of air. She was amplifying diction for the storytelling purposes. She was understanding the emotional implication of the song, so she's really connected. She's really acting through song in theater. That's what we would call it.
I was gonna say, that was the easiest way to describe it. It's more theatrical.
It is highly theatrical, but it has the understanding behind the story and the intention. So the change from lyrical singing to a full belt, it's more of an emotional change rather than a singing technique choice. But it obviously applies for both. They both go hand in hand. It is a beautiful change though, because you see the emotion grow in the performer as well. You see them come from a tale of warning to an experience, advice. It's big, it's full, it's full of consequence, right? So it's and then you can also see it in her facial expressions and how she really manages her acting through song. It's gorgeous. What a great delivery, though.
Yeah, if she was going like, I guess that emotion is real, right? Like that's something I've had to understand, because I always thought it's like when you act it through song, it's sort of like, yeah, you're pretending to be someone you're not, but for money, but which is actually called acting. But in theatre, the approach is more, and maybe in acting as well, right? Fair enough.
Yeah, it's
just a dummy. I've never acted in my life. I'm just saying how it sort of came to me years ago, before speaking to you, and now it's more like you're actually trying to access. You can't act something in which you can't access emotions from.
That's true.
And those emotions must be real and raw and to your core. So you're essentially, you are essentially playing a different layer of yourself in a specific moment on demand, which is the difficult bit of it. So yes, she would actually cry.
Yeah, no,
That's what I'm trying to say.
Definitely. The delivery of it all, it's absolutely stunning. Plus that the changes between phrase and phrase are so incredibly difficult in the chord progression as well. They come out of nowhere. Those elevated suspended notes came out of nowhere, so they're really you gotta be really prepared from the singing standpoint. You're right. It's that use of breath done on purpose.
Where is that sitting down?
I think it's the host of the
Of
show.
course, bro.
Wow, what happened next?
I don't know.
Oh, because it's in ASAP. So
right.
usually there's they do medleys. They put all the songs in their thing.
Or that's just over, and then it's like, oh, thanks so much for coming and stuff.
Also it could be
Gary usually, right? He's like in there.
Yeah.
Bunch of big names in that show.
Bunch of big names indeed.
It is perhaps the most. Is it perhaps the most successful show out of like Filipino TV in terms of like music?
I think it might have been. Could be.
Asap natin to.
ASAP. I don't actually know.
And we actually learned what it means, but I forgot.
Thanks for putting me in the spot, brother.
ASAP, as soon as. Well, I guess it would be as soon as possible.
But that's not what he means.
Yeah, but it's asap natin to, and bloody hell.
This is a Sunday show that they've done for like.
I forgot
forever.
what it means. I might have to go back to that podcast, that interview with Mix.
Listen, that was absolutely fantastic. The layers, the delivery, the careful usage of breath, how it was portrayed. Because I have a thing about breathing, big breaths. done for out of bad technique. They're a great teller of somebody who's not settled in their singing technique.
It's a hamper-ventilator.
Yeah, those are, a clear tells of somebody who's getting used to brand new techniques or getting rid of bad habits. So they try to cling on to other things, and usually is big breaths, big breathing. But when it's done for the intent and purpose of acting through song,
magnified.
The emotion becomes magnified, right? So it's justified, the big breaths and the usage of unnecessary air. Is justified for the sake of the performance, and they're actually very cleverly done most of the times. They're not unnecessarily misplaced. So it's overall, it's overall just a satisfactory performance to just relish on. It's like just get there and enjoy the whole moment.
Well, apparently there is a rock version.
Yeah,
I don't know which one got requested the most. So if you would like us to check out the rock version, because they're both on the list, if you would like us to check out the rock version of this, I think that would be the first time we ever see Sarah
singing rock. That's right.
That would be rather interesting.
Is there something she cannot do?
Well, I think once you reach a certain level, it seems, especially over there, you sort of get pushed to do everything.
Indeed.
Or sooner or later, you push yourself to do everything.
Isn't that exciting?
Yeah, so let us know what you think about it, and goodbye.